everyone! It might be into that time now where you need to plant out your tomato plant into its final position. We've planted a few in the tunnel here, but I'm going to plant one in a pot, so for those growing at home that don't have polytunnels or space, they'll do perfectly fine in a pot, especially the varieties I gave out to the participants, the bush type tomato plant. But if you have a normal tomato plant, it can also grow in a pot, no problem. You just need to give it some support. So this is the pot I'm planting into. It's quite a big pot, Sarah head size. Let's have a look. This is a 12 litre, so it's very big actually. You'd probably be fine with a 10 litre pot. So what I'm going to do, obviously there's some size difference between this and this. I'm going to fill this with compost, pretty much, not quite the top, but you want the plant to be sticking out of the top. You don't want it to be down here, for example. So I'm going to go ahead and fill it there, and I'll update you then. So I'm not sure how well you can see that there, but I filled it nearly to the top, and I've made a hole, and I'm going to put my plant inside the hole. Okay, so the plant should slide out quite easily. You can see all its root system there. It's definitely ready. This has been well watered before being potted on as well. It's always a good idea to give it a good water. And then you can just loosen the roots a little bit. Don't worry if you hear them breaking. The plant is well able. And just pot the plant in to the hole. And then I'm gonna not drop the plant. I'm gonna backfill it then, and I'll show you there in a second. So there it is, and I'm just tucking it in, make sure it's nice and firm in the pot. Now here's one I did earlier. This is a bush tomato, and I have put a cane in the middle very close to the plant. You just stick it in there. Just give it a bit of a support. It doesn't grow much taller than that, to be honest, and you can see this one's flowering already. The flowers then will turn into tomatoes. It's more because it can get a bit top heavy and lean, so it's just something for it to lean against, but not necessary for this variety. So its little friend is going to go up next to it there, and that's it really, guys. So stake it if you want to give it a bit of support, but with the bush type, not necessary. I'll just show you here are our vine tomatoes. So these ones have a very long cane to grow up, and then the netting at the top, it grows along, and this is tied to the cane as it grows, and it's pruned. I'll do a separate video on pruning tomatoes, and there's a certain way to do it. Now you don't prune the bush type tomatoes, just the vines. So yeah, I hope that's very helpful for you anyway, and we'll see you again soon.